my office, I thought, well, I've built this beautiful place. I've got the bars. I've got the skills. People will be knocking at my doors. It's going to be like The Walking Dead. They're just going to claw in and try to get in.
Right.
And there was no claws. And I
Yeah.
didn't know quite what to do. And my office, I thought, well, I've built this beautiful place. I've got the bars. I've got the skills. People will be knocking at my doors. It's going to be like The Walking Dead. They're just going to claw in and try to get in.
Right.
And there was no claws. And I
Yeah.
didn't know quite what to do. And
Whew. It's
That was
going to
a
be such a
mouthful.
good day today. I'm
It
super
is.
excited about our topic.
I am too. So, okay, Anna, tell me, what is our call to action question for our audience today? What do you got
Well,
for us?
we're talking about social media. So
We
clearly the call to action is, are you on social media daily? I have a
Yeah.
feeling like anyone who's listening right now, the answer is going to be an absolute yes. I don't
Yeah.
know. I personally do not know anyone other than small children who do not get on social media at least one time per day. And that's even
Yeah.
like YouTube. YouTube is social media too. So
Yeah.
even young children that watch videos on social media, right?
Yeah.
So are you on social media daily? Pop your answer in our comments so that we can pull them up later and share with everyone else that's watching.
Yeah. How was your weekend, Anna? Are you ready to kind of do it this week? Like slay the week? Like we got things going on?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I'm totally ready to go. Feel totally prepared. Can't you tell?
Oh my
I
gosh.
think I have like a whole nother head of gray hairs from
Oh
just
my
all the things going on right now. But it's busy, but that's good, right?
Yeah.
Busy is good.
Absolutely. I am actually going to be flying to Hawaii. I'm so excited this week. So I get to like visit with my family I haven't seen since COVID. So I'm excited. This week is going to be a good week. But it's not about us, Anna, right? It's about our guest today. So let's pop up her bio. And we are going to, come on, you can do it. There we go. All right. That's Janae, guys. Our topic today is showing up and being present in your business's social media. So you're going to love her. I have history with her. I mean, like, I didn't realize how long our history was. So, Anna, you want to read her bio? Oh, no, you read her bio.
Yeah, Janae is like an old, long-time friend. So you read her bio. Tell us about Janae. All the things.
All right. Okay. If you hadn't heard before, Janae is the owner of Soli Massage and Yoga. And it's very punny how she uses Soli, because we'll get into that in a little bit. But she is a practitioner of a variety of massage styles and yoga practices. As a professional licensed therapist, Janae understands the long-term benefits of using massage and yoga for preventative health as part of healthy lifestyles and self-care. She's been practicing this for 10 years, people. So she knows a thing or two about massage and yoga and just kind of like that word self-care that we kind of use a lot. But I think this is very important. I won't read the whole thing, but I will tell you, she specializes in ashiatsu massage, which is using your bare foot to do massage. And I think that's like amazing. She's going to laugh because I tell you, when I first started saying the word, I could not say the word. And she would be like, it's okay. She's like the kindest person ever. And she would correct me. But I say it today, ashiatsu. If you don't know what it is, I just gave you a brief download of what that is, but we'll bring Janae on and we'll have Janae tell you all about it. So I'm going to remove this and Anna's going to bring Janae in.
Hi, Janae.
Hi,
Janae.
Right? Did I say it good? I did, right? Oh my gosh.
I just want to say, I just want to say that pose of you, are you in Utah in that picture? Or
no,
where are you?
Arizona. That is Sedona, Arizona, one of the most magical places on the earth. I love it. Yes.
Yeah, I would agree with you. Yeah.
Thank you. That was a yoga retreat that I went to, and I took a special class on dealing with people with PTSD. So it was a really interesting weekend, and it was just beautiful.
Well, the picture is amazing. The colors. I've been to Sedona a number of times. Once for work, I went there for like a week-long retreat, and that's the first time I fell in love with it. But yes, it is absolutely gorgeous there. It's like magical, right? Just peaceful and like soul healing. I love it there.
No. Yeah, I've not been. I've only been there at the airport, guys. So I'm going to have to like one day actually leave the airport in Arizona and travel outward to see the beauty that you both just described. So, okay. This is the part where we love to do our coffee cup selfie with our guests. So we're going to just kind of like, it's the thing we do. We've been doing it since day one, but on 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Awesome. All right, Janae, let's get into it, right? Like, why not?
Let's get into it.
I'm ready.
So I just have to say, when Selena was talking to me about having Janae come on, one of the things she said, you know, Janae she doesn't really like to do social media. Like, it's not her thing, right? And so I was like, oh, that fits so many of us business owners, right? There's something that we're doing. For me, it's finances. Do not love them. Do not love them at all. They're hard for me. Like, I can do it, but it drains my absolute inner being. Yeah. So anyway, so I was really excited to have you come on today and kind of have this conversation about being present and having to do the things that are hard, even when you don't want to do them. So we started off with a fun question for you. What challenges have you faced as a business owner in consistently showing up in this way?
Oh, that's a good question. I think that really getting honest and looking out for help and support with other people that know more about social media has made a big difference. And I guess also getting over myself. You know, one of the things with yoga is, you know, letting go of that ego. So I practice this wonderful practice of yoga, but I can't get past my ego to ask for help with the social media or just put it out there and talk about what I'm doing and share it with others. And anytime I do, I always find that people, they relate, they feel the same way. So it's really nice to be able to get that part of it.
Yeah. I think one of the things that we forget is, like, when we're not experts at something, right, that other people can really benefit from it when we do show up, right? So for you, it's not instinctual. You're not walking around your day going, ooh, got to snap this picture and use it tomorrow on LinkedIn, or use it on this is a perfect Instagram post. I mean, that not everybody thinks that way with social media as they're going through their day. So you really have to challenge yourself to say, I'm going to do this, right?
Yes. When I opened up my office, I thought, well, I've built this beautiful place. I've got the bars. I've got the skills. People will be knocking at my doors. It's going to be like The Walking Dead. They're just going to claw in and try to get in. And there was no claws. And I didn't know quite what to do. And it was confusing for a while. It really was. But now that I'm more in it and have support, it makes such a difference. It's really helped.
And, you know, I can tell you, so Janae and I chatted like maybe a year ago, right? And I had invited her a year ago, and she's like, I am not ready. I'm not ready. I need to be mentally ready to do something like this, because like she said, it's not, you know, social media is not the thing that she spends her time in, right? And so fast forward to this year, her and I have been working together, and she is so ready. And I think she had to come to that place where she's like, okay, I'm ready. I know what I want to do. And she's like, I'm ready to be on your show. And I was so excited for her, because I think that's like the thing that scares a lot of business owners is coming on live, doing a podcast, because we make ourselves very vulnerable, right? When we do that. And I think it's so Janae, I'm very proud of you, because I know that this is hard, but this is like, is awesome. You are showing up for your business, because you're like, I'm not going to let this scare me no more. I'm doing it, you know?
Well, thank you. I have a lot of people that say, oh, I wish I was practicing yoga, but I'm so nervous. I don't know how. And I'm like, well, if you don't try, then you won't ever know how. You just have to be, and you can't do it wrong. And I think as long as you're participating, you're going to get somewhere. And it's the same with this. So taking my own medicine.
No, what you just said is super, like, it's one of the quotable, poignant moments, right? I mean, you just said, a lot of people are afraid to try yoga because they're afraid they're going to do it wrong. I would be one of those people, right? That, and also the like, I'm not that super flexible, and I see these people doing yoga and they're like twisting in weird ways, and I'm like, I can't do that. Like, I'm gonna look. Well, see, you say that, but it's me coming to that point where I'm ready to try it out. And it's relating that to social media that's a really important part of the puzzle, is that people have to say to themselves, all right, I might not be doing this perfectly. I might look like a fool for a little while, or I might not get everything completely right, but I'm just going to try it. And then as I do it, you're going to naturally become better at it, because practice eventually makes, maybe not perfect, but at least practice makes you better at something, right?
You're making me think of this, Anna. You're making me think of like, this is a reason why we need to like network and connect with others. So that way we're encouraging each other in our weaknesses, or we like to call them areas of opportunity, right? But
yes, I like that.
So like I'm with Anna, but I'll tell you why I won't do yoga, or I don't do yoga. In a classroom setting.
I'm listening.
Okay, I'm putting this out there on the internet. I'm so scared, and I've said this to anybody that has been a yogi. I'm scared I'm going to pass gas in front of the whole class, because my body's going to contort in a way and push it out, and I'm going to be like, that was me. Sorry.
But that means you're relaxing and letting go, and that's great. And sometimes that happens at the massage table. I gotta tell you. I mean, you're moving things around and people are relaxing. I just say thank you. You're enjoying your massage. You're feeling good. Thank you. Don't even.
Wait a minute. I never thought about that in a massage. And I get them, but okay. If I can do a massage, I can do yoga.
So Selena, relate that back to what we're talking about here, right? Like, even when there's an unexpected reaction, it's not always a bad thing, right?
True. Janae just explained what that meant. So I love that you just helped me with that. You know what I mean? Oh my gosh. Pleasure. Yeah. Yay. No, for sure. Yeah. Sandy remembers me telling her about this story. So yes, Sandy, thank you. Okay. I said it out loud. I mean, if I'm going to put things out there. Okay. I mean, I know we talked about challenges, and I have to just say before we move on to the next question is I really resonate with what you're saying is like, you start your business and you're thinking they're all going to rush the door because now you've like put the open sign on, right? Like you flipped it over. And when I started rewriting for my mommy blog years ago, you did not have to publish it to any social media. You literally hit publish blog, and whoever subscribed to your RSS feed got it in their thing to read. And I'm like, what's happening? And everybody is like, oh, you need to do this. You need to go on Twitter and Instagram and Facebook, and I'm like, whoa, but that is where we are, right? Everybody looks there first sometimes before they look at Google,
Yeah.
So,
and on top of that, I mean, just to throw out some more of these challenges that come with social media is on top of now having to do it in all the different places, because there is no lack of numbers of platforms you can post on, right?
Yeah.
But you have to do it consistently. You have to understand the algorithm. You have to post in the manner that platform appreciates. So whether it be video or photography or a really long lengthy post with individual breaks at a certain point, and no more than X number of characters for Twitter. And, I mean, like, really, there are so many different rules to follow. It is overwhelming for especially new business owners and business owners that, I mean, you're an expert in massage and you're an expert in yoga, but you're not necessarily an expert in social media. And so at that point, I'm sure it's like, what's the best plan?
Hours of my life trying to figure out which font to use, and just this time and this stress. And luckily, I have some supportive friends. They're like, "It's okay, take it easy," but it's held me back. I think that trying to figure some of this stuff out and not going to the right people really slowed things down for me. It really did.
No.
Yeah.
I almost feel like the Chamber of Commerce, like, or however, when you start a business, there should be like a book that they give every business owner, right? That says, okay, you're going to open up your business, and I wish they could just have social media in there. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, hey, don't forget about social media. Here's just the basics so you don't feel overwhelmed, you know?
Yeah.
I do. Well, I'll tell you, I went to SCORE. Have you ever heard of SCORE?
Yeah.
Anna has.
Small
She, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So I went to that.
I actually did. Yes. Sorry,
Yeah,
I was just going to say, I actually just referred a client there because they do those awesome mentorships, and it's all free, people.
Yes.
Yeah.
So they
Great
have these
resource.
wonderful mentors, and they're professionals in business that just want to give back to the community. And when I took the class and I learned a lot of information, one of the things they said in the beginning was hire an expert in the things that you don't know. If you are so good at what you do, spend your time and your effort there. But you need to have somebody doing these things if you're not going to. You can do it, but you need it. You can't have it not done. And that was true.
Man, I need to look this company up, because this is the second time I've heard of SCORE, and I'm like,
phenomenal.
So
Phenomenal.
Isn't it? Yeah. I think it's through the Small Business Administration, isn't it? I think it's a subsection of the Small Business Administration. So there's one up in like Temple area. Anyway, one of the things I love about what you just said too is that when you're a business owner trying to do something you're not an expert in, let's just use myself in finances as an example, right? I really learn to appreciate the people who can do it faster and better than you. Like, and you start to understand the value of their worth, right? Like the value that they can truly bring to your business. So it's me agonizing for 15 hours a month over my finances, or I'm paying someone to do that for me, and it takes them 2 hours or 1.5 or however many hours it takes. But my stress levels are down, and my ability to focus on what I want to do is down. And so, and it really helps you value the people that you do put on your team. And especially for us entrepreneurs, right? Because we like to DIY it. We've got to bootstrap it because we don't have a ton of funds necessarily available. So we think in our heads this, anyway. All right, I'm going off on a completely separate topic, so I'm going to focus back on to our next question.
Let's do our special shot for Janae.
Okay, so Janae, we all have to do things for our social media we might not normally choose to do. We already talked about that a little bit. So what strategies do you specifically use to be present and consistently show up for your business?
That's great. I think for me, I know when I am most alert and most non-judgy of myself is in the morning. So I'm normally doing things at 5 a.m. That's my time. The house is quiet. I'm drinking coffee. I can make some plans. I can save things that I'm going to post later. But that's when my best thinking comes from, like 5 to maybe 9:30. It doesn't last much longer than that. So that definitely helps. And just taking a deep breath and relaxing, knowing that I just have to do today. I don't have to plan 6 months out. I don't have to change the world. I just have to do, what am I going to do today? What little step am I going to make forward? And feel really good about those little steps that I make forward, because it's got me going in the direction. So those are some things I do.
I love that you just said, I don't need to change the world. And it really allows you to like, let that stress and anxiety, you know what I mean, come down. That was going in my quote thing, like right now. Don't need to change the world. Because sometimes that's what you feel like you do.
But you can. You don't need to, but you can.
Right. Like,
well,
if
I think it's important to recognize that you can add value to almost any conversation, but you don't have to have the most value. Or like you said, you don't have to change the world. So you don't want to just randomly throw things up on your social media like, thank you, Sandy, I'll be in touch. But so you don't want to just randomly throw things out there that don't fit maybe your strategy or your final goals for your business, you know? But you also don't have to post something that's so incredibly poignant every single day that people are going, right, wow. You know, it can just be something about how your day is going. So they're getting to know you as a business owner better. It can be something about your awesome weekend that you had, a completely personal share. It can be something about, what is currently happening with something you're doing, or a new technique or a tip. Or, if you scroll through those, if you Google things I should post about on social media, you're going to get 100 hits, right? On different things you can post about. Yeah. And I love that you just allowed everybody who's listening right now, right? You just allow them that you don't have to make it like be a world-changing, earth-shaking subject every single time. Yes. I think that's important.
No. Okay, wait, it's totally not a question that we had, but do you feel like you are moving in a better direction, like for yourself, for your business, like for your social media, like what you have to add for your marketing? Do you feel like now you're kind of in a good trajectory? Like,
I'm so happy. Sometimes I still walk into this room and I cry a little bit. Like it's everything. Yeah. It's everything I've wanted for so long. And I love the energy, and I love, I don't know, the respect that I can give my clients, and that they can come in here and heal. It feels amazing. And I love people are finding me from over an hour away going, I've been looking for this type of massage. There's no one else around here that does it. I found you on Google. And I'm like, you did.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's great.
Oh my gosh. Okay, wait, real fast. I want you to tell everybody in your own words what Ashiatsu barefoot massage, like, why did you like get into that? It's a nice niche too. Like, like you said, not everybody does it. It's not in every massage place. No, okay, I'll let you talk. Go ahead. Tell everybody about why you chose that and what it is.
I went to a friend's house. She was a friend of a friend. Turned out she was an instructor. So I walk into her living room and she's got these huge bars and beams on the ceiling. I'm like, what's going on here? And that's when I first learned about it.
Yeah.
And then it was the way she described it. How relaxing. So ashi means foot. Shiatsu is pressure. So it's foot pressure. So pressure that we're doing with our feet. And I'm able to hold on to a beam on the ceiling for balance and glide on somebody. It's like an ocean wave. It's the slow, relaxing, deep, flowing pressure. It is hypnotic. It's just lovely. I love to receive it. I love to give it. It is great for glutes and hamstrings. It's great for opening up your pecs, which as business people, you're sitting at the computer, you're rotated in a way that you can really, open up. It's just, everybody sit like that. Yeah.
I know. I'm like,
feels good. You breathe better.
Right.
I love the reactions. When people get off the table, they're like, I don't know what just happened, but that was great. Or I'll see them trying to peek and figure out what's going on. I'm like,
right.
Yeah, it's lovely.
That ocean, you have me very hypnotized. Not gonna lie.
I know. Okay. I think my head actually nodded along the way like this. Yeah. So
it's just great.
This is funny. I thought that it meant you were doing like pressure points on my feet, but you actually are massaging with your feet my body.
I can massage your neck and all the way down with my feet. And a lot of people say, I know that you're not using your hands, but I can't really tell that you're not, because it's just the broad surface of the foot, and it's just this relaxing compression pressure. It's just amazing.
It sounds amazing. Like really, just like Selena said, when you're talking about that flowing feeling, I literally was like, oh, I need to be on the table right now.
Right now. Yes. Right. No. It's going to be in our next segment where you can find Janae. She is in North Carolina, guys, and I think it is well worth you going to her and getting this done. Like, I don't know. That sounds magical. Part of me just wonders, though, like, I think I would only prefer it from Janae, because she makes it sound so magical, right?
I think it's a great modality. And I think any kind of massage that you're getting, whatever's right for you, taking care of yourself, feeling better. I offer lots of things. So for some people that don't like feet, it might not be the way to go.
Right.
But if you do like
they're missing out. They're
They
missing
are.
out
Yeah,
though, right?
I try not to say that,
Yeah.
but, you know.
I'll say it for you. They're totally missing out.
I so hope that you get to come up and try one.
Yes.
I really do.
You know what? I'm possibly going to be in South Carolina up in Rock Hill. So it's on my agenda for Christmas. So you
Just
never
around
know.
the corner.
Even if it's not, I'll be like, can I just have 5 minutes of a nashiatsu? And then, you know what I mean?
No, you can't have just 5.
I was gonna say, no way. If you're gonna go all the way there, you better like book at least an hour.
Right.
Oh man, right? Oh my gosh. Okay. Anna, do you have any follow-up questions before I know we asked her 5 million other questions other than our 2?
No.
No,
I just really appreciated the conversation today, right? Because I think that so many new business owners fall in this trap of thinking that they have to do all the social media all the time.
Yeah.
You know, that it's got to be daily, it's got to be poignant, it's got to be perfect, or they're going to screw something up. And they're going to lose clients, because that's really, you know, that's what people say. If you do it wrong, you're going to lose your ideal client. They're not going to follow you anymore. They're going to leave. They're not going to listen to what you're saying. And I think that the whole point of this conversation was, if you're showing up, you're doing something right already. You know, that it's not, it's one of the pieces, it's one of the biggest pieces of the social media puzzle, is to just keep coming and people will listen. So I really appreciated what you had to say about it, because this is a personal struggle that you've done. Like, you've gone through it, you know, you're on the other side now. And I love that.
Feels good.
So
no, absolutely. And yes. And Janae, again, I'm super excited that you chose to kind of like, I'm doing it. I'm coming on. I'm gonna, just like Anna said, we do.
And this was fun,
right? See,
you're fun.
Janae's like, I'm going on many others, because I think you have a lot of important things to say as a business owner and in the expert in your field. You know what I mean? And so, I hope this is like the catalyst of you being like, I got this. I can do this. Like, I am a lot. You know what I mean? So, okay, I'm going to bring up here, Janae, tell everybody where they can find you.
So
now
you
they can connect with you.
I am at 2200 Zion Avenue in Cornelius, North Carolina. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, my email address, and on the web. My web address is solimassageandyoga.com.
Yay, awesome. And just because we're junkies, not that Janae is, but she is also on LinkedIn. So if you're a LinkedIn junkie, you need to ask her a question, go connect with her there too. So
thank you.
And she did mention she's on Google. So if you got questions, you want to check out her cool reviews, you can go look at her on Google. I'm sure she's got all 5 stars.
Yeah. Why wouldn't you have 5 stars? I would be upset if somebody decided not to give you 5 stars. Be like,
I know.
You know, oh my gosh. Okay. We are wrapping up, and I'm kind of sad, but you know, we're doing really well on time. And Janae has answered quite a lot today, which I'm very impressed by all of us. I think we're going to have Anna tell you guys what our tip jar is today. Let me pop it over here.
So our tip jar today, make sure you have a personal emergency savings account, because you do not want to drain your business to support yourself and vice versa. 3 to 6 months of income or expenses in that account. That's your personal emergency savings account. Okay. So make sure that you're kind of following that rule. Put aside as much as you can every month to build up your own savings account for that rainy day fund, emergency fund that you might need. Thank you, Caitlin.
Yes. Yeah.
She is our tip jar barista. She's like throwing the tips in there. So we really appreciate you contributing.
Yes. If you want more, do follow her on Instagram. She is like on her stories like 24/7, and she's a mom of, I think, 4. I don't know. I don't know how they do it, but
and honestly, and she gives you a ton of free information. Like, you know, like talk about value add on social media. Caitlin will just throw out this little like zinger, and you're like, oh, that makes so much sense.
Right. Oh my gosh. Okay. And then this is our toolkit that we're bringing up here, guys. Of course, we generated something free today, but because of our topic with Janae, we wanted to do an 8 things to do daily social media checklist. Anna, you need to tell them the PS.
Yeah, I just was going to say, I want to point out that PS, this title of this freebie is SEO awesome. It's got a number in it. It tells you exactly what it's for. It's a checklist. So people are going to be like, whoop, I want this, right? So, okay. So 8 things to do daily, social media checklist. You can get it on our website, AnnaandSelena.com/our-resources. And we've got up there a couple of other things too. We've still got our You So Fly. We've got our You So Fly guide. You need some affirmation in your life, and we have a leveraging connections guide up there right now, I think, that just talks about like when you meet people, what's your next step kind of thing, or how to kind of best leverage those people you are meeting in your different social media platforms. So hop onto our website, go ahead and grab that. You're going to love it. Just moving on really quick. Next week, we have Jan Callejo. She's with Dale Carnegie. We're super excited to have her join us all the way from Hawaii. Really awesome conversation going to be happening with her. And then, as always, you can find us at AnnaandSelena.com, on LinkedIn, which is our favorite place to connect, Facebook, Instagram, or any of your favorite podcast platforms. So before we say goodbye, I just want to say thank you again to Janae. Janae, you were an awesome guest today. Thank you for your insight, and we really appreciate you coming on our show.
Thank you so much for having me. It was a lot of fun. You're not scary at all.
Right? I wish I lived like 25 minutes from you. Yeah, we'll have to kind of follow you, and I hope, like I said, that you reach out. I have ideas. I'll hit you on the back end later.
Good.
You need to do this. You're such a calm speaker, and you've made me feel like so I can only imagine that the massages go as follows. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So. All right, guys. It's time to say bye. We only went over 1 minute and 50 seconds this time.
Wow.
We're getting better.
We're getting better.
Yeah.
Almost to 15 minutes.
I know. All right, guys. See you next week. Bye.
Bye.